friends! Have you ever wondered how medical professionals get images of inside our bodies like this? If you say from Ronsen, well, you are wrong because X-ray or Ronsen can only take two-dimensional images. Here are the differences between X-ray, CT scan, and MRI. Wow! And the image I showed you earlier is an example taken from MRI scan or magnetic resonance imaging or MRI. But what is this? What is MRI? Let's check it out. But first, let me introduce myself. I am Resti Triayostari. You can just call me Res or Tria. And this time I will explain what magnetic resonance imaging is and how it works, so that we can learn and understand together. Why did I say we? Because of course I'm not an expert in this field, just a student that is excited to learn and find out many things in this world, and complete my final Fisika segment from Bapak Lubis Pirnandes through this educational video. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. The definition of magnetic resonance imaging or MRI scan is non-invasive radiation-free medical imaging technique that uses strong magnetic fields and radio waves to produce detailed, high-resolution 3D images of organs and soft tissues. But before we continue, ladies and gentlemen, who invented such an advanced machine? Alright, let me introduce you to Raymond Van Damadian, an American physician and scientist that conceived the idea of using magnetic resonance to scan the human body in 1969. He built the first MRI scanner they called Indomitable and performed the first human scan on July 3rd, 1977. But don't forget, in addition to Damadian, the development of MRI scan was also supported by other crucial contributions by Paula Tupper and Peter Mansfield. Next, how does MRI works? Magnetic resonance imaging works by using powerful magnetic field, radio waves, and computers to create detailed image of organ and tissue without radiation. It forces hydrogen in the body to align with magnetic field, then uses radio pulse to disrupt them, measuring the energy release as they realign to create images based on tissue composition. Do you understand? I hope you understand. And here what it looks like when we do an MRI scan. Enjoy!
When someone suffers from an internal ailment that cannot be detected by a traditional office examination, an MRI may be necessary. When an MRI is administered, the patient lies on a retractable platform which enters the center of the machine. Upon entering the machine, the patient is scanned by one of several magnetic coils.
During an MRI scan, we must remain completely still for 15 to 90 minutes and not bring any metal or electronic objects into the room, because if you do, you will be pulled into the machine by force. Because MRI uses a very strong magnetic field, and usually our ears will be covered because the machine will be produce a very loud noises. And the purpose of MRI scan is diagnosing disease, monitoring treatment progress, and detecting abnormalities such as tumors, nerve injuries, strokes, and joint problems. And that was an explanation of how MRI works. I hope you guys stay healthy. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Like when we use